Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Dukes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll run the option. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Trying to get it to the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Davis will throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
7, Marshall, 0.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gonna run it. It's Dickens. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to
Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wilson to pass. The quick out. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Absolutely perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Looking to kick defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. Touchdown, Herd! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. As you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
He'll keep it himself. Makes one man miss. Turns it on. Oh, another great move. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Time. Come on, Bo. Go.
Yeah, I do all nine. Yeah, I do all nine. I've always done it. Yeah, you're good. Yep, okay. Let me go. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye. Isaiah, where are you? Where's Isaiah? Where did Isaiah go? Alex, I don't know where your daddy at. Don't let him wear them cut shorts this thing.
I'm not.
Get him outfit out. I got Isaiah pants too.
It's gonna be 80. It's gonna be 80 degrees.
The Dukes want to move quickly. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wilson will throw. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job. Scrambling around, buying time, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it. Running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. Got the quick completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Dukes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The Dukes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Davis looking to pass. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Now improvising. At midfield, he's got room.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
On target over the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. And the Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen to the defense.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Wilson to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got a man, it's Cooper. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Now the pitch. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Nice move there. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. On the option, he'll toss it. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Great job by the back on the option.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it.
Let's go. Right.
Davis will throw. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Dukes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off, turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Wilson to pass. He'll take another shot here. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. They get to him as he throws. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And these two defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offense, they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Davis looking to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Looking for room. It's Stewart. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Herd! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like...
Oh, he's got some space. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks on the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Davis will throw. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the air on second down. That's caught. It's their assault. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Third down play from the gun. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is hauled in inside inside the 35. The Dukes in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pulls and fires complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Helms. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
They'll try the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that, and they'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Stewart.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And his throw is incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He'll get this drive started from the 29. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Davis looking to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground, he's got it again. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And when the offense can run the block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football.
Leaves it with the back. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Davis will throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Hines is back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
Going for the marker on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for them.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Got room on the return. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The thundering herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wilson will throw. Got his man down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Marshall! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You get a throw.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. He's got it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. In a master class in offensive productivity.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a high level.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Davis looking to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Great place to start for this offense. From the shotgun.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for...
He'll take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start